What up? It's another episode of Goo'S and Reviews. It's your man, Mugu. Your man's Critique.
Watch your mouth.
And your boy, T-Roy. Yeah, we back at you with another review. The movie today is...
Drum roll, please.
Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. So I'm going to let my man Critique hit us off and start us off, and we go from there.
What up, y'all? It's your boy here with another review. Here you go. Your boys then came up with Mission Impossible. One of, I would say, one of the great actors with range, with skill. I would like, when I say skill, I mean swag. His range goes from, and I'm speaking of Tom Cruise, his range goes from 1 to 10. He can play your risky business. He can play your lover. He can play your action cat, of course. Yeah. He can play your doctor. He can play anything. But let's get to the movie. Like Mugu said, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning. I enjoyed the action. I enjoyed Tom Cruise's acting. I enjoyed the leading lady's acting, which I don't know which one it was, because it was so many factions, so many twists and turns in this movie. But the only thing I would say is that if you've seen one Mission Impossible, you might have seen them all. The thing that gets better is the cinematography and the stunts. Big up to Tom Cruise. He does a lot of his stunts. Mm-hmm. If you've been with us from the beginning, Mugu always asks a question. Are you watching the movie for entertainment, or are you watching the movie for relatability? See if it can relate to you or somebody you know. I will put Tom Cruise ass in a blender. He is 5'7". He 5'7". He never has a tan. He was on Oprah, wild and in love, jumping on couches. That tells me right there, you not this dude. Now, you can act, but like on the other side, look at Liam Neeson. I believe Liam Neeson is the cat that he is in the movies and as in real life. Tom Cruise, his haircut is always Billy Bush like. Like I said, he never has a tan. And this movie to me is not, I just can't see Tom Cruise. He whooped ass in this movie. I mean, he did some moves that, I mean, honestly, they were original. I've never seen them before. And the stunts were good. Yeah. Like I said, I'm not going to take away from the movie. I'm not going to take away from the acting. It was the same Mission Impossibles as always. It was Mission Impossible. Tom Cruise is one that is not going to do a Mission Impossible. He's 5'7". Knee high to a grasshopper. Nigga, I will kick this nigga's ass from Sunday to Saturday and still have enough energy to go to work. That's the believability on my part. I still give it 3/4 of a cup. Okay. I would say the plot was the best out of all the Mission Impossibles. This had more twists and turns. This had I would say it had an original. It was an original screenplay with the entity wise, and as far as I'm gonna go. Right. That shit was cool. You got to see this movie. I ain't gonna give it away, but it gets 3/4 of a cup for action, plot, cinema, photography, right? And Tom Cruise for actually he does more stunts than like I would say somebody I don't want to say The Rock or nobody. I would say more than Liam Neeson. I would say that it's in his contract. He has the Napoleon complex. So he has to prove himself. He's 5'7". If you see him played on Family Guy, they have him shorter than Stewie. Have you seen him go? Yeah, Tom Cruise makes an appearance on Family Guy. He's shorter than the baby, but he has a Napoleon complex, and that's the only thing that. But I don't even think the believability I'm taking away from it. I'll still give it 3/4.
Okay. Yeah.
3/4 of a cut.
So I would say, like you say, if you watch the Mission Impossible movies, you're looking for the action, you're looking for, and then most times, like, you gotta have a good storyline as far as how the action gonna go, because how is he gonna interact with all these people? Yeah. Twists and turns was damn good. I like the twists and turns. I mean, and the relatability. So I'll say this. What's happening right now is a rollout of epic proportions for AI. Roll out like no other.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I see this movie being relatable, because not saying that you and I is going to jump on a train that's steaming through some mountains or whatever, but at the end of the day, or are we going to jump off a damn mountain 7 times just to try to, get the shot right? Nah, that's not going to be us. But this access to the entity and the computerized stuff, that's like right at our fingertips right now.
Yeah, they tied it in.
The tie-in from some of the other Mission Impossible movies as well. The question is will Mission Impossible go down as one of the best franchises based on story, action, and basically everybody playing their roles, which is like Ving Rhames is Luther, and my man Benji.
What you talking? Top 10? Is it going
top 10 franchises?
Okay.
Can it get into that? You know what I'm saying?
Get into mine.
So, and that's, like I say, that's a conversation for another day. I give this movie. I'm right there. I give this movie about 3/4. I was there. I was trying to figure out what the next moves was going to be. I was there, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I think, and then giving up props, you got to give, my man's small, but you got to give him props for how consistent he is as far as how these movies go.
Yeah, definitely.
You're going to get the one scene of him running in an open area. You're going to get that. You're going to get it.
Or him hanging off some shit.
So there you go. So you're going to get it. So, but yeah, it's like I say, it doesn't disappoint. You definitely want to go check this movie out. It's definitely going to keep you ready for the next one. Because like I say, this is only part 1.
Yeah.
So they're going to have another part 2. I would say what would probably kill this would be if 2 is just shit. If 2 is just not as good, then it's going to kill it.
You feel like it'll hurt this one?
Oh, yeah. It could do that. It could do that because think about it. It's all hinging on this next one.
Yeah. Okay.
And, like this saying by it being a fairly newer movie, 2023, it's a fairly new movie. So they got to come back. They got to be as strong as the first.
Okay.
It's got to be. So, yeah, I give it 3/4 cup. Where you at, T-Roy?
Okay, so first off, I'm sort of guilty of not really getting into the entire franchise of the Mission Impossible movies. For no particular reason, I just didn't. I feel like I didn't see the original. I seen part 2 a few times, and all these other ones in between up until this one that we decided to go with. This is the first one I've watched since part 2.
Wow.
I think the storyline was very good. It was very original. Ethan Hunt, he's a very good, convincing agent. He do his thing. I enjoyed the camaraderie he got with the other characters, Luther and Benji. Yeah. Special effects and the stunts were top notch. My biggest problem was the goddamn runtime of the movie. Started on it. What was it? Yesterday. Started on it yesterday, and me and my wife got probably an hour and 15 minutes into it, and we looked at the, you hit the button to see how much time left, and you're like, shit.
right.
It was 2 hours.
Hour left.
I'm like, goddamn.
I thought that was gonna work against.
That's the average running time now.
It was 2 hours and 43 minutes in time.
I don't think that's
the movie.
That ain't the average.
I just feel like that's kind of long for an action movie.
Yeah, 2 hours. Huh?
I feel like that's kind of long for an action movie.
I would somewhat agree.
Like it's.
I would
you know,
somewhat
if it was
agree,
like
but
Titanic or.
Oh,
don't you ever,
You know, like a drama.
don't you ever bring up Titanic on the Booze and
I'm just
Reviews.
saying. You will understand why it's long like that, but an action movie, you kind of you're supposed to get right to the point with the action and the plot and everything.
Right, but what if it is complex as this movie?
And
Like I
Was
think
it
this
really
movie,
complex?
I think this movie had a lot to say, which goes back to what
AI?
Mugu said.
Yeah.
Two better come hard.
Yeah.
Two better
yeah.
come hard.
Yeah.
It was a lot. I feel there was a lot to say in this movie, and they said it took 2 hours and 40
I can
minutes.
see that. I just feel like, I mean, if the next one is 2 hours and 43 minutes, I'm definitely going to snort some cocaine.
And it shouldn't have to be, right?
Yeah.
It shouldn't have to be. No.
But that was the only thing that probably took away from me. I'm a fan of Tom Cruise. I watch everything with Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
I did.
The other actors, I enjoyed their performances. Stunts was off the hook.
And that's another thing. A lot of supporting cast too.
Yeah.
So that's probably another thing.
Homegirl, Rebecca Ferguson.
Yeah.
We talked about her in Dr. Sleep.
Yeah.
She played Rose the Hat.
Yeah, but she played Elsa Faust.
Yeah. Okay. I couldn't pronounce her name. I'm glad you did that because I was gonna mess it up. But I'll give this one 3/4 of a cup. We got a trifecta right here because I thought I was the only one that was gonna give it that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What you thought I was gonna do? Lower or
I
higher?
thought y'all was gonna full cup it.
Oh.
I especially thought you might have full cupped it, but
I think it
I
was.
couldn't full cup it.
I think. I don't know. It just didn't. It definitely had the 3/4 cup. It didn't have the full.
We didn't have a full
It
cup.
didn't have the full.
And if you know how they like by the time a movie gets to like 5 or 6, they didn't change the actors. You know what I'm saying? They didn't
Swapped out.
Yeah, they didn't swapped out the actors. I think that's what kept it strong for me is that Tom Cruise has been there from 1 to 6 and
Big Range too, right?
he's been there.
Pig.
Yep, he's
Simon
been there
Pegg.
from the beginning, and you got the best Tom Cruise out this movie than the first 5. Even though it was the same movie, just a couple more twists and turns to it. And remember we was talking about franchises before, and this one is kind of going strong. 3 and 4 is Mission Impossible 3 and 4 was just them. I feel they was just trying to hang on to it. And 5 and 6, like they really like they didn't reinvent it, but they was like, look, y'all, sit the fuck down and think of some shit.
Right.
We paying y'all niggas $2-3 million just to sit down and think of some extravagant shit. And I think they did it in 5 and 6.
So I'm glad you touched on that because now we talked about the consistency, right? Ethan Hunt, his team, and what they about, right?
Yeah.
That comes from the director. So the director who did majority of these movies is Christopher McQuarrie.
What else has he done?
Now, so we'll get into that.
Okay.
The only movie that was done within this franchise by somebody else, John Woo, and that was 2. He did 2.
I can see that. That's the one
He
that I
did
saw,
too.
and it was a lot of like that Hong Kong style of action, like that reminded me of like the Chow Yun Fat movies.
Yeah, 2 was straight.
Yeah,
2
2
was
did
straight.
have that John Woo feel to it. Yeah, like Face Off. Okay.
Yeah, 3 and 4 was just. They didn't just do it to me.
So if you got the same producer every time, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be way more consistent because you're dealing with some of the same actors, and even if you're bringing in new actors, it's easier to get them on the script of what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back. I'm gonna watch them, y'all, because I really want to. I'm gonna ask y'all. Can Ethan Hunt whoop James Bond's ass?
Hell no! Nobody can whip James Bond except for Ethan Hunt can only whoop the what's the dude? The one that played the James who played James Bond after Thomas Crown affair dude?
That's Pierce Brosnan.
That's
Pierce Brosnan. Okay, who played James Bond after him? Was it the
Royale?
Craig.
Craig.
What's his name?
Yeah.
Because I don't like him as James Bond, so I people be getting mad at me.
He's supposedly the rogue James Bond. Like he's the rogue. Like remember,
But he has no Bond swag to me. Like,
and that's why he's the rogue. See, his
Yeah.
face, he ain't got no pretty face for the women. You know what I'm saying? At least Sean Connery
Just ain't got the
has
swag.
the
Yeah, he
accent to kind of
he's
like.
Oh
so
yeah, yeah. Sean Connery, like you can't beat Sean Connery, but I don't think I was talking about Daniel Craig.
But he is
so
the
before
last.
Pierce Brosnan was Timothy Dalton.
That's who Ethan Hawke
He
can
was a
whoop.
straight Bond. He was a straight Bond.
No, hell
I
no. I think he was soft, and he didn't
think
do.
Roger Moore was soft. He
Roger
was,
Moore, the
He
original.
was smooth, but
He was
kind of
smooth,
soft.
but he was made. He was supposed to be smooth. That was the
He was
main
smooth.
thing to be smooth.
I don't know, Trey.
He was kind of soft.
But Roger,
Well, but you gotta look at the time he was
cracking
in.
jokes
Though.
and shit. Like,
I think he had a good point with that because his co-star women was like Roger had some of the top notch.
oh yeah,
Roger
he
had top
stable.
notch.
He had
Yeah.
stable.
And he didn't really have to be real thug.
No.
You know what I'm
Sean
saying?
Connery was
had
like
more thugs.
smooth, and I beat you.
Yeah, yeah.
Dog,
Roger Moore,
corner.
like you might beat my ass, but I'm smooth with
On
it,
the
and I
corner,
got stable.
and I'm leaving with the bra.
Now, the only thing that he beats
Timothy.
007 on, Ethan Hunt beats 007 on,
Timothy Dalton.
is that fuck? I mean, I'm talking about is that fucking disguise shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
That-
you were able to walk
yeah.
in the room and
Those
be
were
that
good.
person, man, and
Yeah.
then
Those were good.
that's always
Yeah.
been a good thing. I think
And-
that's the only thing he beat him
Yeah.
on.
Okay.
I don't even think those were camera tricks. Do y'all think those masks was camera tricks?
Dog,
I think so.
like,
'Cause
You
it was
think
a
so?
scene-
Because
it
the
was a
camera
scene in
didn't
the
even.
movie.
Oh yeah.
It was a scene in the beginning, and not to get away the plot, y'all, but
Yeah.
it's a scene in the beginning where he's disguised as someone, and he wanted to talk to someone, and he disguised himself as that person he talked to, and knocked him out too.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Talking about the first part of the movie.
They kind of spent the camera around to make
Oh,
it
yeah,
look
Okay.
yeah.
All the rest of them, I think they
it was
stayed
a
on
little
it. but-
visual effect.
Yeah. Okay.
So-
but then, like Mugu said, like the age of AI, dog. Like
Yeah.
I couldn't tell the difference, and I knew that had a part to play in it, and just the regular CGI shit. Like
Good boy, yeah.
yeah, like I couldn't.
So
figure it out.
supposedly in this movie, Cruise did his stunt 6 to 7 times.
yeah,
The
He
motorcycle boy. He did that
Okay.
6 to 7 times just to get it right.
He always played like he always do the stunts that he feel he can do,
Exactly. Yeah, you don't go outside of my.
and I gotta give him props
Some of
on
them be
that.
dangerous. I mean, a lot of them be dangerous stunts.
Yeah.
I seen some from the previous movies. Something with him hanging off a plane at like 100 feet in the air.
Yeah, and it was him.
That's some
Yeah,
shit you
yeah.
could've
Yeah, it
died
was
from.
him, like, he-
Jackie Chan shit.
I'm telling you,
Boy, see, I was about to bring him up.
Yeah.
You did
that
it.
Napoleon complex, get it.
I give
But
it up.
I want to read y'all something. I Googled, is it in Tom Cruise's contract to make him look taller? And the
What?
first thing that
Yeah.
popped up, it says Tom Cruise's height. The secrets he uses to look taller. American actor and producer Tom Cruise, standing at 5'7" #3", best known for being one of the highest paid actors in the world, with an estimated net worth of $600 million. Damn, I didn't see that. The secrets of his height: shoes,
Yup.
camera angles, and damn, I lost
Larger
it.
than life.
I lost it, but I thought I could remember. But it's something else. It's the camera angles, shoes.
I could see that too, especially like with the camera angles.
Yeah, but I was trying to read. I didn't read all the way. I want to read and see if it's in his contract.
Yeah.
Right.
But it was something else. But yes,
And you know, he has a lot of control, creative control over the movies that he
Exactly.
wrote.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise.
I think he might have co-wrote this.
Okay.
with
So look.
some of the others.
So when you go that, so the director is Christopher McQuarrie, right?
Okay.
He ain't did shit outside of Mission Impossible.
For real?
Jack
Damn.
Reacher, and Way of the Gun.
Oh yes, Tom
2000.
Cruise locked his ass.
Yeah, he locked down because hey, you listen to what I want you to
Yeah.
do. You follow
Yep.
that direction, your shit look good.
Yeah.
So bet I'm gonna fuck with you.
Yep.
And John Woo one time.
he probably like, don't be casting Uma Thurman in my damn movie, make her look taller than me.
Right.
Right.
Get somebody that's 5'4".
But see, now that's the question now. The two women who played Elsa Faust, and the other woman who played Grace, who is Atwell, which some of y'all maybe remember her from some Marvel movies, the Captain America and all that.
Yeah, Captain America.
So you remember her from that. Is she taller than him? Because they've been, or they might be the same height, because they've been Atwell. Her name is Haley.
So she played,
Grace.
Captain America's girl in Avenger movie.
Yeah, that was her. She was in
Agent
Peggy Carter.
Peggy Parker.
Yeah,
that's her.
she's short.
She the same height because
okay.
look, now they was in a couple of scenes where they was face to face,
Mm-hmm.
hugged up.
Yeah.
Man,
Okay.
Tom Cruise probably was like, he probably had some Timberlands on.
Yeah.
She ain't had nothing on. She probably was barefoot.
So he go to the shoes. They put them shit
Shoes,
in
camera
the shoe.
angle, and CGI, but it's not in this contract.
So you put the shit. Look, you put the shit in the bottom of the shoes.
Yep.
Step you up. Heel. Step you up. You know what I'm
Because
saying?
even Prince used to wear heels. That's why he used to
Yeah.
wear heels.
Oh shit! Ving Rhames is damn near sitting down every time he talking to him.
Yeah.
I just thought about that.
Dude, like
Big ass black dude.
like T-Roy
No,
said.
you can't be a computer dude and look like you could beat my ass.
Yeah.
Oh, he
It's
can,
hard.
right. I was just
Man.
undisputed. So it's like,
Exactly.
I can knock your
I
ass
can knock you across the
Like
room.
T-Roy said, I don't know for sure. I'll pull it up, but I'm pretty sure he has a lot of say-so in every movie.
The creative control.
In every movie. I'm pretty sure. But it's CGI, camera angle, and shoes.
Yeah.
And yeah, they say it's not in this contract, or from it really didn't say it, but it's not saying it.
And then that's stuff you
Yeah.
wouldn't really need to put in the contract because you're
Yeah.
gonna do it anyway.
Yeah, and when
Lifters in your shoes.
yeah, and when you Tom Cruise, you like, dude, I ain't got to put it in the contract. Either do what I say, or I'm not in it.
Oh, we got another director.
And what Tom Cruise movie did not do well?
He'll shut this franchise.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's his
so-
franchise to shut down. So.
Man, come on, man. He's fucking Maverick, dog.
Boy,
He's
see what I'm
fucking
saying?
Maverick.
See what I'm saying?
He's what was his name? in
Jack
Cocktail?
Reacher, Maverick. Which Jack Reacher ain't nothing but another version of Mission Impossible. That's all he is. Somebody who can fade to black and you don't know who he is.
Yeah, I was looking at this movie. I was like, damn, if he was probably just maybe 5'11", he might have sold me on it. But it's a movie. It's a movie. You know, he has done the franchise well.
Yeah.
But you know, it is what it is, and that's probably the only thing that stopped me from giving it a full cup is that it was Tom Cruise, and he did, like I said, props to him for doing the stunts that he could do.
And also,
But he ain't whooping niggas' asses like that. I will put his ass in a shake and bake bag, fry his ass up, put him in the air fryer, and niggas serve his ass up with some vegetables and motherfucking asparagus. Shit.
man, it's funny that you would meet people like that and they actually like shorter than you.
Yeah, and you couldn't tell it, but you know that's the big screen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I can tell you, I've seen a lot of people look short in the movies. Like they ain't got no control. They're like, hey,
Right.
you lucky you got in the movie.
Right.
Yeah, so. But there you go.
Man, there you have it. It's another review, Booze and Reviews. It's your man T. Roy. Your man's Critique.
Watch your mouth.
And hey,
Check it out.
have a sip, pop a flick.
Don't forget to.
Dun, 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 dun.
And don't forget to.